The boy had to swing his wooden sword tens of thousands of times every day, but such high-intensity training only allowed him to learn the most basic parrying techniques. However, even so, Noor still did not give up. The opponent's body had clearly reached its limit, still exposed. With this expression, the teacher immediately felt that this boy had great potential, so he called him to the backyard alone to prepare to teach him swordsmanship directly. He just demonstrated it casually, but he didn't expect the other party to see through his swordsmanship with just one glance. You must know that even as a swordsman, he could not fully understand his opponent's fine moves. He thought that he had finally found a good prospect. Maybe if he trained her well, Noor could be his future heir. However, after another 2.5 months, he finally found something was wrong. Why did Noor only learn to block? The sword master confirmed that Noor did not have it. It's a pity that you don't have the talent to become a swordsman. He had no choice but to recommend that the male protagonist take another path. So under the advice of the sword master, Master Noor's next destination was at the warrior training center. At first I saw when the opponent looked very weak, Shield Saint thought that Noor would not be able to last long. But after 2 months, Shield Saint did not expect that his opponent could actually survive. Just when he thought of this, an accident suddenly happened during the training. A huge rock came towards Master Noor. However, instead of running away, he put on a defensive posture and prepared to continue the force with a strong mentality. If he cultivated it well, maybe in the future, he could become an unyielding shield. However, after 3 months, Noor still had not learned any skills. The only benefit was just a little physical strengthening. So at Dun Sheng's suggestion, Noor came to the hunter training center. At first, the hunter saint was unwilling to teach him unless he used a stone to hit the branch under the tree in front of him. However, he never expected that Noor would hit him with just one throw. He thought it was just a coincidence, but he was still hit a second time. Seeing this scene, the hunter had no choice but to agree, but for some reason he always had a bad feeling. And his guess was right. Next, when practicing the most basic archery, Noor would break his bow and arrows every time. He thought it was the quality of his wooden bow, but when he saw it because his fine bow was still broken, the hunter finally became nervous. He could not help but let Noor practice throwing stones obediently. Then 2 months later, the hunter saint discovered that Noor's stone throwing was not accurate and very powerful. He even made a hole in the steel shield by throwing stones. With such strength at such a young age, the hunter saint felt that he had nothing more to teach Noor. After all, he didn't have the ability to use good props, so throwing stones was enough. So after that, Noor came to the thief training center again. But what was surprising was that after completing all the mechanism training, the saint gave the greatest training. Although he couldn't break the trap and couldn't hide his aura, Noor's extraordinary endurance and obsession could be said to be his strongest qualifications. If the other party gave up being an adventurer in the future, he would definitely recruit Noor to join the spy gang in the capital. After long Noor first went to the magic training center, but the result was that he still didn't learn any skills, probably because there was no magic power in his body. If this was the case, he recommended that Noor enter the magic resonance room and try it out. Maybe this can forcibly stimulate the magic power in his body. So after staying for a few days, Noor has not come out. This will damage the memory of the Dharma Saint, because staying in the magic resonance space for a long time causes abnormalities in the body, and even serious cases. It is bad luck. However, when he came to investigate the situation inside, he found that Noor miraculously did not have any abnormalities. When the training period ended for 3 months, Noor finally only learned the micro-fire technique. Just when the Dharma Saint wanted to comfort him, Noor released 2 micro-fire techniques. The Dharma Saint expressionless looked stupid. He didn't expect it to happen. You know, even he spent 50 years to learn it. But it only took 3 months for the young man in front of him to have such a talent, but no magic power. The magic saint also felt sorry for this. Finally, Noor came to the priest training center again. The saint had not received the blessing ceremony when he was a child, so it was just so. I didn't expect it to be taught. It doesn't matter if I don't teach Noor who has not received the blessing to learn micro-medicine. This means that he can use the power of miracles endlessly without going through the gods, although at most he can only cure abrasions without getting the blessing. Already a genius among geniuses. However, the 6 saints did not tell Noor about this. This caused Noor to always think that he was a talentless person, so he could only go back to the mountains to explore his skills alone. When they learned about the disappearance of Master Noor, the 6 saints began to feel sorry for the child who worked so hard but was not rewarded.
俺はすぐにノールを探す。おい、気持ちはわかりますが、ノールを6世全員でいいです。ならば、急いで本人を見つけましょう。
Back in time 15 years later, the war between the kingdom and the Demon Island Kingdom has ended. As the first hero to resolve the crisis, Noor still feels weak and doesn't know how outrageous the things she did are.
本当に丈夫でいい剣だ。活躍はできないだろうが、俺は冒険者になりたい。